Thanks for staying tuned. So, Morning Flakes of New Dawn on OGTV. And of course, we have our guests very much in the house this morning. We have Engineer Tajuddin Olori, and of course, together we'll be discussing petroleum pricing, pump pricing this morning. Good morning, Engineer Tajuddin Olori. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
How are you, sir?
I'm very
Compliments of the season.
I wish you the same.
Yeah.
We're looking at this pump price right now, and I speak for a lot of Nigerians. There's a lot of things that is confusing to us. The last time we really generally gave up hope on the increase in prices when the president publicly announced fuel subsidy, the removal. Yes, of fuel subsidy. And as from that particular time, you know, the prices have just been going up and up and up. And then all of a sudden, sometime in December, where everybody felt this time it's the usual culture for Nigerians to hike the price of fuel because, you know, the demand is high. Suddenly we saw this thing drop down from 900 and something naira. People now sell 739, some sell 760, some, in fact, there are some filling stations that even sell 730.
Really?
Yes, and you know, you see the queue. In fact, when someone said,
some are still selling at 825.
Yes. So what is really going on? When somebody said they purchased the fuel a few days ago for 730, my first question is, are you sure that fuel is an original one? Because how are we buying at such, you know, price and it's not?
No, are you saying the price is ridiculous or what?
The price is shockingly cheaper than it used to, which makes or sometimes question the originality or authenticity of such products. But we have you here as the expert. What is going on?
Thank you very much. I'm not surprised at what is happening because I know on several occasions here in OGTV and some other stations have said that the price will come down.
You predicted
I can say it here that the last time I came here and spoke on petroleum products, I predicted below 800 naira.
Okay.
So I am happy that that is coming to pass. And with regards to your fear of the quality, of the petroleum products, you don't have to fear anything. It's simple economics, law of demand and supply. The more you have the supply, the more the supply, the lower the price. At a time in this country we were talking about hoarding petroleum products, but that has gone because now you don't need to hoard. If you hoard, you are just punishing yourself because you don't know what will happen tomorrow. And you know, the game changer in this area is Dangote. At a time you knew that people were queuing up to buy petroleum products at NNPC station. But now people are no longer queuing up at NNPC because you can get the prices at lower price than you can have in NNPC. You can get it elsewhere, where the NNPC was selling 790, 780. I think now they are selling at about 750. You can still get it elsewhere at 730. So it's something that we knew will happen. We have been talking about the regulation. We have been talking about allowing competition in the sector.
Independent.
And some people, because they were making us dry that time, they didn't want it to happen. But we knew that if we allow competition, if you allow private investors, if you make every avenue available for people to bring fuel, then competition will start. And that's what we're having now. There's what you call economies of large scale. If you are producing more than some other people, you have the chance to adjust the profit margin and you will still be surviving. So what is happening now, you know, Dangote, we have said it several times, that Dangote has higher capacity than all the 4 refineries that federal government has combined.
Okay.
And that's why now NNPC is struggling to keep up with the pace. We have said this very many times. At the international market, the price of crude is not just stagnant there. It goes up and down depending on the politics that is happening in the world. And in the past, if the price goes down, we don't feel it in Nigeria. The price goes up, then you can, they will be talking about, the subsidy is going up and this and that. But now we are free from all those ones now. If you had left only Dangote, if we had left only NNPC, I think by now we'll be buying fuel at above 1,000 naira per liter. But now Dangote is competing at it's buying. If you don't want to sell in Nigeria, we will go and bring the crude from outside. Okay. And as far as it's making profit, it will bring down the price, and that's what is happening. So we should not be surprised at all. And with regards to the quality, I know the NNPC and the agencies that are supposed to be in charge of quality control. Okay. They are doing their work. Okay. And so we shouldn't be afraid of the quality of the fuel that we have around. Okay.
Let me quickly add this, before you speak your question. For how long is this happiness going to be for Nigerians? Has it come to stay, or is it something that Nigerians should also anticipate?
No, one thing that Nigerians should know is that the price might go up a little bit again, and come down, because, like I said, the price, the crude oil price, determines is fluctuating. Okay. And as it is fluctuating, then we will be seeing the effect on the domestic price of the petroleum products here. But let me say something again. It will get better. It can only get better, because you have a refinery that is coming up in Ondo State. That's going to be a 500 barrel capacity of refinery. And when that one comes in, you have Dangote 600, you have this one 500.
And we have the NNPC.
And NNPC, nobody will tell them to sell after some time, because they will be keeping it, they will be having it very tough, difficult. And you know that when you have these refineries, you have Dangote, you have that one in Ondo State, I think another one is coming up in the Niger Delta area. So they will produce, they have much to sell. Okay. And so they want to sell as far as they are making their profit. If they don't want to bring down their prices, the avenue of importation is also there. Okay. Because nobody has stopped all these major marketers from importing. And I think I read this one where I cannot confirm that one, that some of them, they said that they deliberately brought down their own price below that of Dangote. So it's competition. So it can only get better.
Okay, Engineer Lori, talking about the price of crude in the international market that determines the pump price locally. Yes. We have the crude here in Nigeria. Yes. We sell to the international market as well. Yes. So why are we having this up and down sometimes? Since we have the crude here, we could sell locally to our refinery here, something like that Dangote you mentioned, and another one coming up very shortly. So that should not determine the price of our pump as regards the international market.
Yes, we have crude oil in Nigeria, but we are spending some money to make sure that the crude are extracted and then refined. So we are in an international market. You cannot just say you are in isolation. Okay. Because thanks to the president now, President Bola Tinubu, he saw this thing and said that they should be selling to Dangote at local currency. Okay. That they should be selling to all the refineries that we have in Nigeria in Naira.
Okay, good.
At the beginning, they started it, but at the time, some people were saying they cannot sell in Naira. And this man went to bring crude from outside the country. If you don't want to sell to me, I commend the courage, the effort, and the wisdom of Dangote in setting up its own refinery. Because some people who doesn't have that business acumen will have set up the refinery and depending on only the local supply. But he did not set it up to depend on local supply because he has the chance to bring it from outside. That's what is forcing them. And it got to a time that President Tinubu have to mandate NNPC. You must sell in Naira to them. So, and when you want to sell in Naira, you are not going to sell below your production price. You incur a lot of costs in because they will buy the crude and then the equipment that are going to be used to process. They are costly equipment, and this equipment also has to be maintained. So then you will pay for labor because you have some people that are employed. So all these things, the aggregate is what you now consider to say, okay, this is the price that I want to sell. So it's not that straightforward that we have it in Nigeria, why can't we be just taking it from Nigeria? If you have a crude in your backyard, you cannot extract it because you don't have the money, you don't have the technology to extract it. You know, some people are into exploration. They will go and do some studies, they will do a lot of things to ascertain that the crude oil that you have there is in commercial quantity. Okay. If you do that one, you have spent a lot of money to determine or to discover the crude there. The money you have spent, you have to recoup it somewhere else. So that's why you cannot just say, I'm the one that is actually from my backyard. Then I can sell it at any price. So it's not done like that.
Let's talk about independent marketers. And before now they've also been making a couple of headlines, the tussle here and there was affecting them as well. And now that one person seems to be taking this force of petroleum and the price in Nigeria, should we also be scared about capitalism or let's say monopoly of this sector of the country? It's a very important one, and one person is making that huge significant difference in this conversation, which I feel also at some point it should be checked alongside these independent marketers.
Yeah, a lot of people are afraid that what Dangote is trying to do is to place himself in a position of enjoying monopoly.
Yeah.
And I asked some people some questions. Before Dangote came on board, who was enjoying that monopoly?
The government?
The government. And which one is more beneficial now? Is it now that Dangote has come on stream, or when we had the government doing it? And government continues to say that, okay, it is subsidy, yeah. And there are lots of fraud in the system. I said it before in this program. At the time we were talking about hoarding. We were talking about smuggling. How many people are smuggling petroleum products now? The government will come and tell you that, I cannot be subsidizing in Nigeria and the fuel is going to the Republic of Benin. The Republic of Benin also have that liberty to come and buy in Nigeria if it's cheaper for them. And they can go and buy elsewhere because it's no longer lucrative for all these smugglers to smuggle petroleum products. So I don't see any reason why we should be afraid of Dangote monopoly. I just said it here. A new refinery is coming up, 500,000 capacity. Then you have another refinery that is coming up in Niger Delta. So you have, when you have many people in the sector, or you have many players If this one wants to enjoy monopoly, I also want to compete with the person. And so Nigeria will be better for it. So we don't have to be afraid of anything.
Okay. Engineer Olori, the president said in his broadcast in 2023 that subsidy is gone.
Yes.
But oftentimes we hear people saying, despite the fact that he said subsidy is gone, they are still subsidizing. How far is that true, sir?
When we had subsidy, there were a lot of theories, a lot of propositions, a lot of talks here and there. There is no subsidy. Government is just deceiving us and all those things. Now that you have opened the market, you can come in if you want to come in. You have the independent marketers. You know now that some of them are crying.
Why?
Because they are incurring losses. If you go and bring fuel at an exorbitant price there, Dangote is here to crash the price for you. And if you think that Dangote is trying to exploit Nigeria, then you go and import. So the thing is, in the past, when governments were just increasing the price of petroleum products, we did not have any option. And the marketers were the ones that were making gains. Now the price is crashing. They are incurring some losses. So you expect them to cry. So that's just the situation. But it is good for Nigeria. If you have more in the market, then the price will continue to go down.
Engineer, what you're saying in essence now is subsidy is totally gone.
As far as I'm concerned, subsidy is gone.
Totally.
So if you go and import fuel, who is going to pay that subsidy? Government is not paying anymore. Or are they saying that government is paying Dangote subsidy?
Okay.
Or are they giving NNPC subsidy?
So as today, you should be rest assured that nobody is enriching himself with the subsidy.
I'm not saying that. Because we had what Dangote said.
Okay.
You don't know a lot of fights going behind the scene.
Yeah, okay.
So you don't know. Because some people were trying to frustrate him.
Yeah.
Now he decided to expose some people.
Yeah.
And you know that exposure gave us at least
insight into what is happening.
When he accused some people of collecting about 300 naira, or I think between 250 and 300 naira, that some people were collecting that amount per liter. So I believe that the present government that we have is not going to just fold their arms and allow that thing to go like that. The good thing is that the two people accused, they resigned. Yeah. And it will not end there. After investigation, if it is true, it means that the price will continue to come down.
Okay, Engineer, before you bring it, Engineer, do you foresee another drop in the pump price lower than what we have today?
You know, we have just entered 2026.
Yeah.
And the price of crude has been coming down, but it's rising again.
Okay.
Like first quarter, second quarter, or you know?
I cannot say exactly whether the price will drop further, but there is the possibility of it dropping further.
Okay.
You know, you can make your predictions now, and something happens in the Middle East, or something happens somewhere to a major player. Then you will have shortage in the market. So if you have shortage, then, you know, businessmen might want to exploit that one and make some profits. So, but the thing is, the chance for people to just be, cashing in on us is gone.
I know we're talking about fuel, and a lot of people also want to see these changes in diesel production. Diesel is another conversation that, you know, a lot of people also want to see the deduction, and a lot of organizations run on diesel. The prices are still very exorbitant. Is there any, you know?
All these things will come down, I can tell you for sure, some of the companies, industries that were dependent on diesel are moving into CNG. Okay. And now some of them are moving into LNG because you have LNG being produced now for local consumption. You know CNG, the noise about CNG is about vehicles.
Yeah.
But people are using it to fire their equipment. And so if the price of gas is lower and more affordable to me, readily available, then I go into it. So it's a matter of time. The diesel itself, the demand will go down. The people that are really the marketers, they know that consumption of diesel is going down because a lot of people are into CNG and LNG.
All right. This conversation is the one that, concerns every Nigerian out there, because when there's total reduction in price, in fuel price, everything becomes stable in the community and the society, from your transportation to your food to work, every single thing. So it concerns every Nigerian, and that's why this is why we always need to keep talking about it. But yes, we have to now take you further on the program by bringing this session to an end. Then we'll bring you the trending segment. But we must say thank you to our guest on the program today, Engineer Tajudeen Olori, an oil and gas expert. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Engineer, for coming.